Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, so this is overview of cellular telephony generation. So the first commercial mobile phone was introduced in 1983 by Motorola. Okay, like many of we are not aware of this thing. The first mobile phone was introduced by the company Motorola back in 1983. Mobile technology has come a long way. Whatever the mobile phone they have invented at that period of time and mobile which we are using nowadays, there is a huge difference. So we have come a long way. Evolution in a technology protocol service offered a speed the changes in the mobile telephone, which is the name of a generation of mobile communication. So basically 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and we are emerging into the 5G. It has a common difference of speed. Okay, if you look for the 1G, the speed is very limited. If you move to the 2G, speed is quite increased, but as compared to 3G, speed of 2G was less. So this is how like speed is changed in all generations. The next thing is that the evolution of cellular communication network is commonly known by 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G designation. So why that G is there? Because it is a generation. 1G that is first generation, 2G second generation, and so on. We are currently in the fourth generation. We are using 4G and we are like emerging into with the 5G. Okay, so after like 1, 2, or 3 years, maybe in upcoming 3 years, maybe every one of us are shifted on the 5G. Okay, so we will discuss the basic features of the generations that differentiate it from the previous generation in brief. Okay, what is the F1G, what is 2G, how 2G is different from 1G, and all these things we are going to see in detail. The first thing is that 1G technology, the first generation technology. The 1G refers to the first generation of wireless telephone technology, mobile communication, which was first introduced in 1980s. So mobile communication was introduced in 1980s and it is completed in early 1990s. So this 1G is the first generation of wireless telephone technology. The speed provided by 1G is about 2.4 kilobits per second. As you can see, this speed is very, very, very less as compared to the 4G which we are using nowadays. If your service provider will give you the speed of 2.4 kbps, will you be able to accept that speed? Obviously no, because we want speed in mbps. Correct, that speed which was getting in 1G technology is about 2.4 kbps only. It was allowed the voice calls in one country. If you want to make a call, it is allowed to make a call within a country only. Outside the country you cannot make a call. 1G network uses an analog signal. There was no digital technique was invented. That is why they were working on a analog signals. AMPS was first launched in USA in 1G mobile systems. So AMPS was initially launched in USA in 1G mobile telephony. 1G mobile systemचं जे काही evolution होतं that was launched in USA first. As you can see, the mobile phone which were of 1G technology. Okay, so these are the mobile phones which we used for the 1G technology. Oh, all right, so you can see the mobile phone which was used in a 1G technology. Moving to the next, we have like drawbacks of 1G. What are the problems of 1G? First thing is poor voice quality, as it is giving us a very small bandwidth to operate. The quality of voice is also very poor. Poor battery life. Battery is also easily get discharged. That is why the battery life was also poor. Large size phone. So as you can see this phone, and if you compare this phone with your mobile phone, you can just see that the size of this phone is very large, right? After that, there was no security of data or security of voice, whatever you are talking, whatever you are sending messages, there was no security about that. Limited capacity, you cannot store or you cannot extend the capacity of your mobile phone. The capacity which is given by this mobile is very, very, very limited. Poor handoff reliability. Now handoff technique we have just seen. Okay, so that technology was very poor in case of 1G. Everybody understood what I was talking about? Firstly, we have seen the 1G technology. After that 1G technology, what is it? It is the first generation of wireless telephone communication. After that, the speed offered by this 1G is about 2.4 kbps. It allowed you to call within a country only. Outside country you cannot make a call. 1G network uses an analog signal. because then in those days digital technology was not invented. That is why it allows the analog signal only. And AMPS was firstly launched in USA. Okay. Now the drawbacks of 1G. What are the limitations of 1G? The first thing is that poor voice quality, poor battery life, large phone size, no security, limited capacity, and poor handoff reliability. So all these are the drawbacks of 1G. Correct. After that, as there are these many drawbacks of 1G, they have come to the another technique that is called as a 2G. 2G is nothing but your second generation technology. The 2G technology refers to the second generation, which is based on GSM. Okay, GSM, on the basis of on the base of GSM, this 2G technology was introduced. Can anybody tell me the long form of GSM? Anybody? GSM.
Global System Mobile Communication.
ग्लोबल सिस्टम ऑफ मोबाईल कम्युनिकेशन. करेक्ट. सो एवढा वेळ का लागला सांगायला? इट इज लाईक जनरल ना.
रेंज प्रॉब्लेम आहे मॅम इकडे थोडा.
Okay. So GSM nothing but your global system for mobile communication. Global is what 1G provides you only calling only within a country. Outside country you cannot call. So with the help of 2G you can just connect a globally you can connect. It was launched in a Finland in the year of 1991. So 2G technology was launched in a Finland country, and when it was launched 1991. 2G network uses a digital signal. Okay, so now there comes a digital technique, and 2G signals or 2G second generation was started using the digital signal. Its data speed is about 64 kbps. In case of 1G, it offers only 1.2 kbps signal. Okay, its speed is increased up to 64 kbps. Now what are the features of 2G? It enables the service such as text messages, picture messages, and MMS, multimedia message. Okay, as you can see this picture of your 1G mobile phone, it is able to only call. इथे बाकी काही तुम्ही करू शकता का? You cannot send text, you cannot make a video call or nothing else. Correct. So that was the one of the drawback of 1G mobile phone. But in case of 2G, you have these types of mobile. With the help of these mobiles, you can send messages, picture message, as well as MMS. It provides better quality and capacity. Quality was also better, and capacity of this storing information in this phone is also great. Now, there are again some drawbacks of 2G technology. Now, what are those drawbacks? 2G requires strong digital signal to help mobile phone works. Okay, if the digital signal was weak, then your mobile phone is not going to work at all. Right now, what we can see, if we don't have proper 100% network, if a network is low in our mobile phone, still also we can make a call. Right, on a lower network also we can make a call. But in case of 2G, if network is not strong, you cannot make a call. All right, if there is no network coverage in a specific area, digital signal digital signal would be weak. Okay, so the general thing you have to remember is that if there is a weak network or weak digital signal, it is of no use. Okay, the phone is of no use. The second drawback is these systems are unable to handle complex data such as videos. So in these mobile phones, like I don't know, may either any one of you have seen such kind of mobiles, but these data or these videos are not able to handle such complex in data like videos. Video या मोबाईल मध्ये ऑपरेट करता येत नव्हते. Neither you can capture a video nor you can see the video. So that is why these kinds of problems were occurring in the 2G technology. That is why they moved to the next technology, that is 3G. But previous to that, we'll see the wireless models of 1G and 2G. See, in case of 1G wireless system, we have such kind of mobile. Okay. And in case of 2G, we have these mobiles or handset, you can just say. All right. So moving forward to the 3G technology, as there are some drawbacks in 2G, that is why scientists moved on a upgrading technology that is called as a third generation. 3G technology refers to the third generation, which was introduced in the year of 2000. ओके. सो 2000च्या आसपास हे तुमची 3G टेक्नॉलॉजी इंट्रोड्यूस झाली होती. डेटा ट्रान्समिशन स्पीड इन्क्रीज्ड फ्रॉम 144 kbps to 2 mbps. So data speed is increased from kbps to mbps. KB is kilobits per second, mbps megabits per second. Mega is 10 raised to 6, kilo is 10 raised to 3. So 10 raised to 6 is all obviously greater. Correct. So data transmission speed is also increased in case of 3G technology. Typically called smartphone and features increased in bandwidth and data transfer rates to accommodate web-based application and audio and video files. So याच्यामध्ये advantages काय काय होते? The first thing is that you are going to have a smartphone, and the second thing is that the bandwidth which is available to make a call or make a video call, that is high or large bandwidth. आफ्टर दॅट देर इज अ वेब बेस्ड ॲप्लिकेशन, म्हणजे काय गुगल क्रोम असेल किंवा मॉझिला फायरफॉक्स असेल, वॉट एव्हर, लाईक जे कोणी मोबाईल सपोर्टिव्ह ब्राउझर्स असतील, दो ब्राउझर्सवर अवेलेबल in case of this 3G technology. Audio and video files are also supported in this 3G technology. तुम्ही ऑडिओ ॲज वेल एज व्हिडिओ, ऑडिओ तर आधीपासूनच होता 1G पासून, बट व्हिडिओ फाइल्स कॅन बी ऑल्सो इझिली हँडल इन दिस 3G टेक्नॉलॉजी. ओके, now this is what is about your 3G technology. What are the features of 3G? It providing a faster communication. So as the large bandwidth is available for making a call, it can be a faster communication. Send receives large email and messages. As we have access to the web browsing, we can just send the emails as well as messages. High speed web more connectivity. So high speed web connectivity available in 3G technology. Video conferencing or 3D gaming was also able to handle by this 3G technology. TV streaming, mobile TV, phone calls, all these are the facilities given by the 3G technology. Large capacities and broadband capabilities. 11 second to 1.5 minute time to download a 3-minute MP3 song. So if you want to download a MP3 song which is of 3 minutes, it will take about 11 seconds to 1.5 minutes. Okay, so this is what is the technology offered by a third generation. आय होप एव्हरीबडी इज गेटिंग. याच्यामध्ये काही असं कॉम्प्लेक्स किंवा समजणार नाही असं काही नाहीये. इट इज अ स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. असं होतं, हे असं आहे. सिम्पल एज दॅट. एव्हरीबडी इज गेटिंग, or is there any doubt, or is there any difficulty?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
समजतंय सगळ्यांना? ऍज दिस पॉइंट इज इझी, मी ॲज अ क्विक घेतेय. याच्यामध्ये फार डिटेल घुसण्याची आवश्यकता नाहीये वाटत मला. ऑलराईट. So these are the features given by the 3G technology. All right. But again, there are some, what you can say, technologies which is added in this 3G, and we have come to the 3G UMTS. Now, what is UMTS? Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. Okay, in case of 3G, we have this 3G UMTS. Now, we'll see what is this UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. UMTS most popular 3G wireless standard. So it was most popular standard which is used in a third generation. UMTS is an upgraded form of GPRS with much more bandwidth. So whatever GPRS updated form of GPRS is called as a UMTS. Okay, and UMTS will have a large bandwidth just UMTS मध्ये मिळणार तुम्हाला. Combines the infrastructure of the GSM network with the superior technology of CDMA air interference. CDMA. What is CDMA? Code division multiple access. I know none of you are going to answer. Code division multiple access. So that technology we have studied, I guess so. So in the previous semester we have studied the CDMA. So this CDMA technology is used in this UMTS. It builds upon the successful European GSM network, incorporates the development made for the GPRS and Edge network. All right, so basically what you have to remember is this UMTS is the upgraded version of GPRS. That's it. Why it is called as the upgraded version? Because there is a large bandwidth which is available in UMTS. Okay, and it uses a technology that is CDMA, code division multiple access. This is all you need to understand by this. The 3G stand was written by the International Telecommunication Union. So whatever the rules, regulations, and the accessibilities given to the 3G technology, that was written by the International Telecommunication Union, ITU. The standard was referred to as the IMT 2000. So you don't need to remember these 2 points. It's just that In case of UMTS, you have to remember one thing: UMTS come under the 3G wireless system. It is the upgraded form of GPRS as it gets the more bandwidth. Secondly, it uses the technology of CDMA for its working. That's all. Getting? Or no?
Yes, ma'am.
If not, just tell me. All right. Now, universal UMTS, there are some features of UMTS. It is a European version of 3G. UMTS is an upgraded form of GSM via GPRS and H. So या सगळ्यांचा तो एक upgraded form आहे UMTS. Data rates for UMTS are 144 kbps for rural. In the rural area, it will provide you the speed of 144 kbps. In an urban or outdoor area, it provides you the speed of 384 kbps. And for indoor and low range outdoor, it provides you the speed of 2048 kbps. So these are the different speeds provided by the UMTS depending on the location. New spectrum is allotted for those technologies, that is 2005 to 2000, 2690, 1710, 1885 and 1806, sorry, 806 to 960 megahertz for UMTS standard. So just neglect this point. Excuse me. All whatever you have to remember is till this point. It is a European standard of 3G. Whatever entire world is using a 3G, and European countries are using this UMTS of 3G. UMTS is the upgraded form of GSM, GPRS, and H. Okay, data rates provided by the UMTS are different in the different areas. In the rural area, it provides you this rate. In urban outdoor, this rate, and for indoor and low range outdoor, this rate. Okay. After that, so this is again going to be important. WCDMA is the most common radio interface for UMTS system. Now, it is going to make use of WCDMA. Now we have studied the CDMA, that is code division multiple access, but here in case of 3G technology, it is using a WCDMA. Okay. So what are the uses of WCDMA here? First thing is that 5 megahertz of bandwidth for each channel is available. 5 megahertz is a very high bandwidth, and that is available for each and every channel. Several thousand users can be supported in each cell site. So just because we have started using WCDMA, it can allow us to accommodate thousands of users in a single cell site only. So we know the cell is of hexagonal type. In that single cell, we can accommodate thousands of people or thousands of mobile communication devices at a time. After that, it offers a very high speed of data, that is about 11 mbps for downloading. Okay, as compared to 1G and 2G, this rate of downloading is like very high, 11 mbps. Okay, fast control PC, fast power control, that is PC. Power control, PC stands for power control. The operation was very fast. The next thing is that it reduces the impact of channel fading and minimize the interference. What is channel fading? If your signal travel along a long path, the signal will get fade, or it will get like its amplitude become very less, and it will avoid that, it will reduce that. Okay, by doing amplification process, it will avoid the channel fading, as well as it also minimize the interference is what? Mixing of two signals. Original signal मध्ये दुसरं काहीतरी मिक्स होणं, mixing of two signals or mixing of a noise with the original signal. After that, soft handover improves coverage, decrease interference. Soft handover म्हणजे काय? If you are moving from one cell to other cell, what it will be? Easily you can just disconnect from the previous network, and easily you will be able to connect with the second network without losing your connectivity or without losing your call. Okay, market share for WCDMA was growing rapidly. More than 340 million WCDMA subscribers were present in the third generation. Okay, so by reading this, you will be able to understand. It is not like there is no concept, there is no strategy, there is no methodology. By just reading those slides, you will be able to understand what is the WCDMA, what is UMTS, and what is 3G technology. Okay, So there are drawbacks of 3G technology. Again, by doing all these things also we have some drawbacks in 3G. Now what are those drawbacks? It is expensive fees for 3G license service. If you want that 3G license services, then it is very expensive. You need to purchase that service, and that service purchasing is very costly. It was challenged to build the infrastructure for 3G. So building a infrastructure is again a challenging task for third generation. In this we have said that we are using the UMTS, and UMTS uses a very high bandwidth, and giving high bandwidth or requirement of high bandwidth is again an issue. Okay, whatever the mobile phones which supports 3G, those were expensive. The next thing is that large cell phones, so size of cell phones was very large. All these are the drawbacks of the 3G technology or third generation technology. And to overcome these drawbacks, people or scientists invented the next technology that is called as a 4G technology, which everyone is currently using, fourth generation technology. Okay, so 4G technology refers to a short name for the fourth generation, which was started from the late 2000s. So 2000 late 2000 ला हे सगळं सुरू झालं 4G technology. It is capable of providing 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps speed. Obviously, we know our mobile phone or our network is able to provide us the speed of 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps for downloading. One of the basic term used to describe 4G is magic. Now, what is magic? M stands for mobile multimedia. A stands for anytime, anywhere. G stands for global mobility support. I stands for integrated wireless solution. And C stands for customized personal service. Okay. It is also known as mobile broadband everywhere. Now, 4G is what? Every time, anytime, anywhere. Correct. What does that mean? First thing is that mobile multimedia, you can send voice messages, voice, image, video, data, any kind of data you can send and transmit with the help of this 4G technology. Secondly, anytime, anywhere you can access the network. असं फार रेअरली होतं की आपल्या मोबाईलला नेटवर्क नसतं, फार रेअरली व्हायला लागले आता. ओके, इन प्रिव्हियस डेज देर वॉज अ प्रॉब्लेम ऑफ दिस नेटवर्क, बट नाउ डेज वी आर नॉट फेसिंग लाईक 1 out of 100 is the chance of losing a mobile network. Correct. After that, global mobility support. By sitting in India, you can call a person who is sitting in Australia or US or Japan or wherever in the world. Correct. After that, integrated wireless solution. Whatever the problems were occurred in the 1G, 2G and 3G, सगळ्यांचे solution एकत्र या 4G मध्ये. So it is a integrated wireless solution and customized personal service. So as per me, as per the requirement of mine, I can choose the customer service. Okay, customized service, whatever service provided by my, suppose I'm using a network of Airtel, so depending on my application or depending on my use, I can ask for a data. सपोज तुम्ही जे मंथली रिचार्ज करता की नाही, दॅट इज बाय यू. कंपनी तुम्हाला फोर्स करते का तुम्ही एवढा रिचार्ज केलाच पाहिजे किंवा तेवढा रिचार्ज केला पाहिजे? नो, इट इज कस्टमाइज्ड and it is a personal choice. Correct. Also known as a mobile broadband everywhere. So this is all about 4G, which we are currently using. Right now, on next slide, what we have, the next generations of wireless technology that promises higher data rate and expanded multimedia services. So we have multiple or like thousands of multimedia services which are present in our mobile phone. Okay, what is multimedia? तुम्ही फोटोज बघू शकता, फोटोज एडिट करू शकता. त्याच्यानंतर with the help of photos you can make a video, from video you can make a photo, like you can have multiples of tasks related to the multimedia service. Okay, after that, it is capable to provide speed of 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps. Like it is already told, it gives us the speed of 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps. After that, high QoS and high security. So high quality OS, operating system, which we are using in our mobile phone is also of high quality, and security which is provided by mobile phone or network is also good or like high security we are getting. It provides any kind of service at any time as per the user requirement anywhere. Okay. So what kind of service I want at what location, that depends on me, and as per my demand, I am going to get the service. Okay. Now what are the features that 4G have? All these whatever I told you right now, all these are also features. Now what more features that 4G technology have are more security. Okay, depending on the application, your security is going to be changed. If you're using a WhatsApp, it also provides you the security end-to-end encryption. Correct. For calls and voice messages and all the other facilities, we have another kind of security. So high security or more security is one of the feature of 4G technology. After that, we have a high speed speed for connecting to the network or speed for downloading or uploading is very also high. After that, low cost per bit, etc. So basically what is going to happen, the smartphones which handle 4G network are also of very low cost. असं काही नाहीये की तुम्हाला स्मार्ट 4G टेक्नॉलॉजी वापरायची असेल तर 20,000चा फोन घेतलाच पाहिजे. 5-6 हजाराच्या फोनवर पण तुमचं 4G ऑटोमॅटिकली आरामात चालतं. सो लो कॉस्ट, we can say that 4G is also low cost per bit. All right. After that, we have another part in 4G is 4G LTE. Everybody is aware of this 4G LTE. सगळ्यांनी ऐकलंय का कधी LTE?
Yes, ma'am.
हा, तुमच्या मोबाईल मध्ये पण तिथे तो सिग्नलच्या तिथे दाखवतं की 4G LTE. व्हॉट इज दॅट? इट इज अ लॉंग टर्म इव्होल्युशन. आपण आतापर्यंत जे LTE वाचत आलोय ना, so that is long term evolution. It is a 4G wireless broadband technology by the third generation partnership project 3GPP and industry trade group. म्हणजे इंडस्ट्री ट्रेड ग्रुपने हे सगळं इन्व्हेंट केलेलं आहे आणि दे स्टार्टेड दिस फॉर द लॉंग टर्म इव्होल्युशन अँड दॅट इज वाय दे हॅव गिवन द नेम ॲज LTE, long term evolution. The goal of LTE was to increase the capacity and speed of wireless data network using the DSP, digital signal processing technique. Now in 4G itself, we are getting a sufficient bandwidth, sufficient data, speed rate, everything was sufficient, but still some people wanted to increase this rate, and that is why they started this. And to increase the speed, which technology they have adopted? DSP, digital signal processing. Okay, now what is 4G LTE? This is all about LTE. Now 4G LTE, an accurate name for 4G LTE technology is 4G candidate LTE. त्यांनी काय केलं? They have just altered the name of 4G technology, that is 4G candidate LTE. To use this technology, we get the actual speed of 4G network and become an accepted 4G standards. So if you want to use this 4G LTE network, so we have to accept the speed of 4G network and it becomes accepted by the 4G standard. आपण जर त्यांना allow केलं, if I allow from my mobile to use the 4G LTE standard, the 4G standard will accept my काय म्हणतात त्याला request and they'll start to give me their network. Okay, achieving higher speed in 2 ways. So see, turning on LTE mode is depend on you. In your mobile phone, there is an option turn on LTE. Okay, or instead of LTE, we have that VoLTE. Correct, capital V, small o, LTE. So that option can be enabled by a person itself. It is not compulsory. If you want, you can turn it on. If you want, you can turn it off also. You getting? Have you seen this option in your mobile phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it depends on you. They'll ask you to use VoLTE for why we are using that, to improve the quality of voice call only. See, it is same to that of your 4G only, but it's just that 4G जे काय आपल्याला देते त्याच्यापेक्षा थोडीशी क्वालिटी जास्त असणार आहे, नथिंग एल्स. ओके, 4G LTE म्हणजे असं काही फार अगदी जगावेगळं नाही. इट इज अ जनरल थिंग. वॉट एव्हर 4G इज गिव्हिंग अस, दॅट इज गिव्हिंग अस. करेक्ट, बट इफ यू वॉन्ट टू स्टिल increase our quality of a call or quality of video, quality of like whatever things we are sending to each other, to improve the quality of that content, we can just turn on the LTE mode. That's it. Okay, achieving higher speed in 2 ways. So we can achieve high speed in 2 different ways. First one is use existing bandwidth for more efficiently than older technology. Obviously this rate which is given by the 4G is obviously way more better than the given by the 1G standard, right? 1G standard was giving you about 1.2 kbps data rate only. It is giving you a like 11 mbps. GBPS मध्ये स्पीड मिळते तुम्हाला 4G टेक्नॉलॉजी मध्ये. करेक्ट. सो आहे ते ऍज इट इज वापरा. अदर थिंग इज दॅट दे ट्रान्समिट अँड रिसीव्ह वाया मल्टिपल इनपुट अँड आउटपुट. सो युझिंग अ मल्टिपल इनपुट अँड आउटपुट प्रोसेसेस यू कॅन जस्ट सेंड अँड ट्रान्समिट युअर डेटा. ऑल राईट. नाउ द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ LTE. मेन मोटिव्ह काय होतं ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह त्यांचा LTE मार्केटमध्ये आणण्याचं मोटिव्ह काय होतं? द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दॅट नेटवर्कची कपॅसिटी हाय करायची होती. Whatever is the capacity of network, they want to increase the capacity of the network. A nominal data rate of 100 mbps while the client physically moves at higher speed relative to the station, and 1 gbps while the client and the station are relatively fixed position. म्हणजे काय, if you are sitting in a one location only, you will be able to get the speed of 1 gbps, but if you are moving, then you will be able to get the speed of 100 mbps. This is what is the objective of implementing LTE mode. Okay. व्हॉट डज दॅट मीन, तुम्ही एका जागी बसलाय तर तुम्हाला 1 Gbps आणि मुव्हिंग असाल तर 100 Mbps, असं का? बिकॉज सी, वन थिंग इज दॅट वी हॅव टू connect our mobile phone to the satellite station or base station, whatever we have near to us. Okay, if we are sitting at a single point, the connectivity is going to be strong. If you are moving, the connectivity is very less. That is why whenever you are like at stable point or like constant or stationary, then you will get a higher speed, and if you are moving, then in that case also you are going to get the speed, but that is comparatively less. After that, a data rate of at least 100 mbps between any 2 points in the world. The data rate, what is the difference between data rate? About the 100 mbps. Seamless connectivity and global roaming across the multiple networks. So these are the objectives given by the LTE standard. The last objective is a high quality of service for next generation, multimedia support, real-time audio, high-speed data, HDTV video, कंटेंट, मोबाईल टीव्ही एक्सेट्रा. सो मी तुम्हाला आणखी एक गोष्ट सांगते LTE मध्ये, इवन इफ यू आर युझिंग LTE, तुम्ही LTE मोड ऑन असताना जरी व्हिडिओ कॉल केला तरी देर आर सम, काय म्हणतात आपण त्याला, त्या व्हिडिओमध्ये पॉज येतो किंवा आवाज असा ब्रेक होत येतो किंवा मग पिक्चर क्लिअर दिसत नाही. इवन इफ यू आर युझिंग LTE टेक्नॉलॉजी, स्टील वी आर फेसिंग द प्रॉब्लेम, right? Initially there was no provision of making a video call. Right now we have provision to make a video call, but here we want to improve the quality. That is why we are emerging with the 5G technology. You getting what I'm trying to tell is? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Okay, so next uses of this LTE किंवा 4G standard ह्या सगळ्याची uses काय? The large file transfer. Suppose, see, I can send a movie to you guys. Can I? म्हणजे वायरलेस मेथड वापरून किंवा माझं 4G नेटवर्क वापरून कॅन आय सेंड अ मूवी टू यू, किंवा तुम्ही एकमेकांना मूवी सेंड करू शकता का? फुल मूवी बॉलिवूड 2-2.5 तासाचा मोठा मूवी असेल, तुम्हाला पाठवायचा आहे, कॅन यू सेंड इट? येईल का पाठवता?
आहे.
का बरं नाही येणार? रिझन सांगा मला. का नाही पाठवू शकत मूवी मी? Anybody? We are left with the 3 minutes. Fast.
They need a large data.
हा, इफ डेटा इज, तुम्हाला मी डेटा आहे तुमच्याकडे, अनलिमिटेड डेटा आहे, विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दॅट अनलिमिटेड डेटा कॅन यू सेंड अ मूवी?
Yes.
Yes, easily. You can send a large file transfer, or you can just make a transfer of large or big files. काही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाहीये. ठीक आहे. आता सपोज मी तुम्हाला हे व्हिडिओ बनवलाय, 2 तासाचा तुमचा लेक्चरचा व्हिडिओ बनवलाय, कॅन आय सेंड दॅट टू यू? Yes, I can. It's that I'll need a
Yes.
large data. That is it. Okay. Rapid workplace setup. Workplace setup should be rapid, rich machine to machine and remote monitoring applications. For example, suppose machine to machine and remote monitoring application. For what does that mean? If I'm sending you something, एक software तुम्हाला पाठवलं मी, but you don't have that updated theme of your mobile phone. That is why you will not be able to see it. Correct. It's just that I have updated software. That is why I can just send it to you. But if you don't have updated version of your OS or everything, you cannot be able to open that document. Next thing is that video conferencing, telepresence, and rich media collaboration. So with the help of this higher or stable network, many people can like organize their video conferences as well as telepresence and everything. With the help of video call, you can just attend a meeting, you can make an operation, like many things are happen. Like if any patient which is in the India and doctor is present in the USA, with the help of video conference, he can just make that operation. He'll just guide the another doctor which is present nearby to the patient, and he'll guide that doctor, and the doctor will perform a operation. So with the help of this teleconferencing thing, we can do a multiples of things. After that, remote access to the business applications. Obviously like business application मध्ये तुम्ही हे remote access सगळ्यांना यूज करू शकता. If you are like having a work in a Gujarat, suppose काहीतरी गुजरातमध्ये काम आहे तुमचं, and you are sitting in here Maharashtra, so virtually with the help of remote access you can perform your task. Correct. So these are the uses of the 4G LTE. Now again there are some drawbacks of 4G. We know, we are using it and we are aware of what are the drawbacks of 4G. Battery use is more. Obviously तुम्ही battery फार तर 1 दिवस 1.5 दिवस 2 दिवस वापरू शकता. Once you charge your mobile phone battery, you can use it for like maximum for 2 days. Okay. After that, making of mobile phone which supports 4G is hard to implement. Need complicated hardware. हे सगळं complicated hardware लागणार आहे. It is expensive equipment required to implement next generation network. तुम्हाला 5G जेव्हा implement करायचं त्यावेळी लागणारा जे काही network आहे that is expensive. Now one more thing, time is less than 1 minute. Meeting can end at any time. Okay. Remaining things we can discuss in the next lecture. First thing is that 4G पर्यंत सगळ्यांना समजलंय का? कोणाला काही डाऊट आहे का?
Yes, ma'am.
अजून 2 पॉइंट राहिले ते GSM GPRS, ते झाले की आपला फर्स्ट चॅप्टर संपेल. ओके. हे सोपं आहे. जस्ट गो थ्रू दिस PDF. You will be able to understand all the points. It's not like something hard or like rocket science is there. No, nothing like that. It's simple.